And he answering said, I was not sent except for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And having come, she was bowing down to him, saying, Sir, help me. And he answering said, it is not good to take, listen, it is not good to take the children's bread and cast it to the little dogs. What's he talking about? It's not good to take the children of Israel's bread, the Torah, and cast it before the Gentiles. There stigmatize it. That's what he's saying. Because the children is always referring to the children of Israel. He's saying, don't take the children of Israel's bread, which is the Torah, and cast it before the Gentiles, because what they'll do is they'll stigmatize it. They'll create their own tree. They'll stigmatize it. That's what you and I are recipients of, a stigmatized message. Now he continues on. And she said, but yes, sir, for even the little dogs do eat of the crumbs that are falling from their master's table. Then, when she did that, it changed everything. Then YaHuWaH said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Let it be to thee as thou wilt. And her daughter was healed at that very hour. And here's the teaching. You see, the teaching from the Torah may often be wasted on those at home and comfortable in the nations. They don't want to hear it. They're at home and comfortable in the world. They love the world. And you start talking about the Torah to somebody who loves the world, you are literally throwing the children's bread before somebody in the nations. This is a treasure. And if you love the world, if you love your job, everything the world, all the partying and the coffee houses and going out and all your social, if you love all that, then you hate YaHuWaH. That's simply it. You can't serve two masters. So if you just feel like you just got to love all that stuff, then you are in the world and you're a carnal believer. And if we try and serve you up the children's bread, you're going to hate it, because it means that you're going to have to change your life. And you don't want to change your life because you love your life, because you love the world and you love everything that the world has to offer you. And the message of the Torah, the children's bread, is a message that you are an enemy of YaHuWaH because you're so in love with the world system. Don't throw that bread before people that aren't serious about the faith. It will offend them. It will offend them, and you will make yourself enemies when we're to be what? Peacemakers. That doesn't mean that we compromise the message, but it means that I'm not going to be a Torah terrorist. And it means that I'm going to be wise, and I keep my treasure unto myself. And even if somebody asks me of it, I'll deflect unless they come back at me with faith requesting. And then if they come back at me with faith requesting and they're seeking, then I'll wait for a moment when I see tears in their eyes and their spirit is broken and they are receptive. And then I will plant and sow and water. But I have people coming to me all the time, and I know they're not serious. They just think I'm weird. Well, what about your faith? I'm not going to share it with you. Oh, I used to. Oh, I got a tract. But no, it doesn't work like that. Maturity has shown me, oh yeah, you're trying to trip me up, trap me, or make a mockery of me. I'm not going to share with you at this point. I'm not going to cast it before the dogs. You love the world. You'd hate what I have to share. I can see that so apparent. So let's continue on. And he said unto her, yes, sir, she said, but even the little dogs do eat the crumbs that are falling from their master's table. Then answering, YaHuWaH said to her, oh, woman, great is thy faith. Great is thy faith. Let it be thee as thou wilt. And her daughter was healed at that very hour. So the teachings from the Torah may often be wasted on those at home in the nations. It's not good to take it away from the children of Israel unless it's requested by one from the nations by faith and hearing. And that is the truth, isn't it? Isn't that the truth? How many times have you tried to share your faith with family members? But they love the world. They love the worldly church services. They love the community. It's all about community, isn't it? It's the community at the coffee bar before the service and after service. It's the community of all of that socialness. It's, the Christian country club community, which is worldliness, which is carnality, which is belonging. And they'll hate discipleship because discipleship is painful and it costs you. It costs you. So ultimately, deliverance was meant for Israel, the nation, but they failed to receive it. Individuals did accept it, but the majority, including the establishment, didn't accept it. Do you think anymore that the establishment will accept the message today? Of course. The establishment didn't accept it then. It's not going to accept it now, right? Judaism, Messianic Judaism, Christianity are all part of a theological establishment. We have to understand that. It's the individuals from their midst that the Spirit is drawing into the remnant priesthood. Always has been. It's the individuals from the midst of establishment that YaHuWah is interested in, because the establishment is another tree. Christianity, Judaism, Messianic Judaism, all taking shelter under a false construct.